It's week 12 of the 2028 season, and we'll see Brock Bowers. He should be one of his quarterback's best friends this week. It's the Raiders and the Chiefs, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
As the sun starts to set, we're going to see how much light is left by the end of this early evening game here on the NFL on EA Sports. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Kate Scott, joined by former NFL quarterback Brock Huard. And we've got two quarterbacks here, Brock, who are no... Not a kicker or a punter here, Brock. It's safety Justin Reid to get this one going. And we're off and running in Las Vegas. He's stopped on the return at the 27. So out head the Raiders for their first possession. And they'll be led out by this dual-threat quarterback.
There were times, I'll be honest with you, Kate, that I wish I played baseball. Because you have a bad outing, like this QB did last week with no touchdowns, a couple interceptions. In baseball, you get to play the next day. You get to flush it right away. He's had to sit on it all week long, and you know he wants to rectify it here.
Here on first down.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Back to the well again. And again, they'll get there to meet him at the line and take him down. I wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
New set of downs for him from the 46. On first down, they'll run. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
A gain of 2 on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Trying to throw here out of the gun. Forced out to his right. He's running for it. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Throwing from the gun. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Tried getting that one to Brock Bowers. So that brings up 2nd down. Lone back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they'll stop him after he rolls downhill to the 32. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. Off the play fake, he's going to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
The Raiders settling for 3 as they send the field goal unit out. You better get all of this one. It's got a ways to go. And he missed it. It's no good. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
He was hitting from that distance pregame. Heck, we were on the field watching it, and they were confident he could do so again. Just did not work out this time around.
The Chiefs are out once again. Their offense led by Patrick Mahomes. And you always got to watch him when you're down near the red zone. He is sitting second right now among all NFL quarterbacks in rushing touchdowns. Off play action, it's Mahomes. His first throw is an interception. Kelee Ringo picks it off. And the Raiders get the football as he makes his third interception of this season. What a call for their first pass of the game. It would have been a big hitter if they completed it, Brock, but just not the right touch on that football, and it ends with an interception.
You could just tell these cover guys, they've been waiting for their first chance to go get some work done in this one. They did their homework, number one. And number two, Kate, as Russell Wilson loves to say, the separation was in the preparation.
Now for the second time this game, we get a look at the Raiders' offense. They could only set up a lengthy field goal attempt their last possession, Brock, so some room to improve in how far they can advance the football here. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Leo Chanel able to bring him down. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. He'll throw it. A quick throw is swatted away, incomplete.
With all due respect to some of the great linebackers back in the day, to play the position today, man, you've got to be versatile. You can't just be a come up and stuff the run. You got to play coverage. And these defenses more and more rely on you to break up throws just like that.
And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that. And it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
Here's someone from a family of punters, Ryan Stonehouse, on to punt on 4th. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. And, oh, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. Now for the second time, we get a look at this Kansas City offense. And as they take the field, Brock, they got to be thankful that interception didn't cost them. Still scoreless here.
I like how you say they. I think the quarterback in particular
Yep.
right, loves a chance to have in golf a breakfast ball or a mulligan, another opportunity to flush that first drive away.
And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Running back sent in motion. From the 29. Ooh, incomplete there on 2nd down, but boy, a risky throw on a check down of all things. Nearly picked off and headed the other way. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. They're going to try to pick it up with an option left. And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. They stop him just short and force a 4th and 1.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
The Chiefs bringing out their punt team. And this will be his first effort of the contest. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away. He's got this at the 27. And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return. Call that a booming 56 yards in the end. And it'll be Raider football. Airing it out to start this drive. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And he's out of bounds. Looks like right at midfield. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. Here's a give up the middle. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Third and a lone yard coming up.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Pass play now. Finds him on the slant. And they bring him down around the 34. He gets 6 on that play. And that's good for a Raiders first. Back to throw. Short pass brought in. He's got a gain of 6 there. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop. We're going to look here at the receiving numbers for him from last week. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Throwing off the play fake here. He puts some power on a deep one left. They connect on the deep shot. And he makes the catch for the tip drill touchdown. The Raiders go up 6-0 here in the first. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the touchdown. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
That one splits the uprights. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Has this at the 6. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's 2nd down coming up. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Finds him over the middle. Decent gain here, but short of the first. It's the end of the first in this AFC West showdown. 7-0 is our score. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. About set for the 2nd quarter. Chiefs football here. They're looking down a 3rd and 3. They send him left out of the slot. 3rd and short. Here's Mahomes. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Raiders are being led back out there on offense by their quarterback. And among dual threats in the NFL so far this season, there has been no equal. He's leading all quarterbacks in rushing yards to this point. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Complete out to the right side. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Leo Chanel able to bring him down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That's caught for the 1st. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 4. And that's a Vegas 1st down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. Good little rip there. Looks like about 6. Brought down by Quay Walker. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4. They send the tight end in motion. From the 42. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And they're whistling for a stop. It looks like that's one of the Chiefs in some pretty clear discomfort and in need of some assistance. Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. He's dropping back to throw. He's on the and they get to him again. And consecutive sacks have them staring at a tough 4th down. Ryan Stonehouse back out there again to punt it away. And he wants to hit his second effort just as well as he hit his first. That's taken at the 15. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Hard to do better than that, a 66-yard punt. And the Chiefs will get set to go on offense. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now it's Mahomes. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st, it's 2nd down. Putting a receiver in motion. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Motion man is the tight end here, going left. 3rd down, it's Mahomes. That's complete. He got the feet down, but it goes out right at the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed 3rd down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
Torrey Taylor on to punt. And he's only a handful of yards from his own goal line. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And he'll take in the fair catch just above the 35. We don't get a return out of that punt. And they're going to take over possession. A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Airing it out to start this drive. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain. Give him 4 on that run. That's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll throw it. That one's complete, right side. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
All you can do is shake your head sometimes. Sure, the pass play works, but they come up just an inch or two short for the 1st down.
4th down, and on comes the punt team, and the kick's away. So this one sails over the sideline, and they'll spot it where a touchback would go at the 20-yard line. The Kansas City offense set to take the field. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
From the 39 now after that explosive start to this drive. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and clear. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that side.
And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. The Raiders go a nickel on this third down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
And he calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 14-yard line. No return on that punt. And it's going to be their football coming up. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Looking right, and he finds him. And they'll manage to contain him after about a 6-yard pickup. Trent McDuffie getting there for the stop.
Number 6 brings up 2nd and 4 at the 21-yard line.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from Allegiant. The Raiders got a long way to go and a short time to get there. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. From the 21. St. Brown there to bring it in. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
I'm sure, Coach, the play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Got a man, Bowers has it. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Markers reset, ball at the 37. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. From the 29. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
Celebrating a decade in the NFL, he sends it through. And that one was beautifully struck. It goes right down the middle.
Well, he moved past that earlier miss pretty quickly here, Kate. Nice to see that. And now he can carry a little momentum with him to end this opening half.
He'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. They kick the running back in motion. Looking to throw. It's another 1st half mistake. He's intercepted again. And it's a pick 6 as he runs it in for the touchdown. But we all know getting the interception Interception is the important thing, Brock, but how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
That one right down the middle. And the Raiders take a 3-possession lead. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
He'll throw it. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up. We're at halftime here in Vegas. The Raiders defending their building thus far. Now we're on to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman ready to bring us the EA Sports Halftime Report. All yours, Coach. Take it away.
All right, Kate, thanks very much.
And I guess we'll follow up with the rest of the NFL after this one ends. We're moving right along to the start of the second half. The Raiders kicking team is out there, and they'll boot this away. Return coming from the 6. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. The Chiefs ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They go play action. It's Mahomes. That's completed right side. Give him 24 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. First and 10, it's Mahomes. They'll get it to Rashee Rice, complete. And they make the tackle at the 38. In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
Barkley gets it on 3rd down. And they take him down, but there's a flag on the play.
Offside, defense.
And no surprise here, they decline the flag because the play got a 1st down, so they're going to happily let it stand. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Receiver in motion, headed right. Throwing on 1st down, Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Number 9. An 8-yard pickup. 1st down, Kansas City.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Slot man in motion left. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got a man left. And he's going to be just inside the 10 before he goes out. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Here's Mahomes. Complete beyond the marker. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Offense.
So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. And they're going to bring him down after he drives it down to the 7. A 9-yard gain on the play. Still some work to do now on 2nd and goal. Back to throw Mahomes. The screen pass falls incomplete.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal. He's got it! Touchdown, Kansas City! All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. He fields it from the 8. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Their quarterback returning to the field now. And he'll be happy to keep letting it fly as much as he has all game. Look at these numbers. They show just how effective he's been in captaining this offense. Lone back gets the handoff. And he takes this across. Nope, beg your pardon. They're going to spot him right at the 35-yard line. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Look into the air here. Couldn't bring it in over the middle. Incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
3rd down from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And forget the interception. He makes this a pick-6 touchdown. You get a pick-6. You get a pick-6. These defenses, Brock, wow, they have competed. Seeing who ends up with the best highlight of the game, huh?
A highlight? You're going to call a pick-6 and multiple? Highlight, Kate?
No, even if it's your defense doing it, come on, B-Rock.
No highlight for a quarterback.
Butker to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Chiefs cut it to a field goal game.
Chiefs 14.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick-6. Kickoff taken at the 3. He's stopped on the return at the 27. Time for the Raiders offense to hit the field. They come in on a little 2-game skid, Brock, but in control of this one so far. From the gun, here's a handoff. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. From the 32. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
From the gun on 3rd down. That's caught for the first. And he's going to get this up close to the 40 before going out. That one ends up a gain of 6. And that's good for a Raiders first. New set of downs for him at the 38. To the air now on 1st and 10. Hauled in left side. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. They gain 14 on the play. And that's a Vegas first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
They'll throw it again. Finds him over the middle. And they make the tackle at the 38.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. Leo Chanel able to bring him down. Here we go. 3rd and less than a yard.
It's now 3rd and less than a yard.
Another carry for him. And he'll get them enough for a first down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
They'll run here from the gun. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield and a back who can show off his wheels.
Man in motion here. First down, and they go right back to him. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Sometimes the surprises work out for a nice game. And sometimes, well, those surprises, they don't surprise anybody, and you're left hoping your running back just gets up.
He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Justin Reed with the tackle. We'll see what they come up with for 3rd down in just a bit. We've reached the end of 3. It's the Raiders' ball, a chance at a win if they can hang on to this lead. This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Setting up a throw. They did it. He made the interception. Quay Walker in to pick it off. And the Chiefs have some new life in the 4th.
That's now 2, Kate, that they've gotten him for picks in this game, and he's got to be careful. Right? You've got to protect the football. It is the greatest treasure you have as an offense. And this defense, well, they've got 2 in their pocket, and you know they're going to be going after number 3.
The Chiefs' offense set to take over again. They threw it the whole way down the field on their last drive, and they'd welcome the same level of play on this series as well. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Anticipated the quick staccato pass there. It's knocked away, incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Mahomes. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. There's a handoff up the gut. And they'll wrap him up after a short carry at the 24. It's a gain of only 1 yard. That's going to leave him with a 4th and 2. Kansas City sends out its punt team. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And he sends this away, definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And they'll get ready to go on offense. A Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. A dangerous throw, and he almost got burned by it. The interception dropped and incomplete on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Here's the handoff. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run.
And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. The Raiders bringing out the punting unit. Ryan Stonehouse will kick it away. And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. The Kansas City offense back out there and set to go. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. They fake the handoff. Now Mahomes. Tight end reels in the shallow throw. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Simple dive up the middle. And he couldn't do a whole lot there. Minimal yardage picked up to the 27. Only a yard on the pickup, so that's going to bring them to 3rd down and 3. Throwing is Mahomes. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. It's a gain of 4 there. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st down. Mahomes. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And it's going to be 2nd down. To the air, Mahomes. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Throwing again, Mahomes. He gets this one to Strange. And he'll be at midfield here as he gets out of bounds. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And it'll be 1st down, Kansas City.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll keep this drive moving and come to the line for 1st and 10. Another throw for Mahomes. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
They've got a man in motion. Back to the air, Mahomes. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Hunter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. They'll run here on 1st down. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Back to the well again. And he got there to make the stop at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and they still need...
It's 3rd and 10.
Looking to throw. Complete out to the right side. And he's tackled for a short gain.
Those little short throws, they are high percentage and certainly bread and butter. But they really run the risk of a quick tackle just like that being stopped short of the sticks.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And he's brought down before the return gets far. 65 yards on the punt there. And it'll be their football. Offense heading out now for the Chiefs. Now their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. 1st and 10, it's Mahomes. Finds his man, it's Worthy. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Operating from the gun, here's Mahomes. That's a catch, looks like he's in bounds. Good effort, but still short of the first. 3rd and 4 coming up now. He's back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. He gets 6 on that play. And the Chiefs are going to have a first down. Running back sent in motion. We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Chiefs trail by a field goal. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Again, Mahomes to throw. On target to Worthy. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
He's on the move. He tucks it and takes off. And his short gain gets them a new set of downs. Setting up to pass. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. He'll look to throw it. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. Here he is to throw. And they can't connect on the 3rd down deep shot. Love the courage they had to try it. But it's incomplete, and now we've got 4th down. To throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's going to fight his way down to the 35-yard line. Chiefs in the hurry-up, trying to get everyone to the line. Here he is to throw. And really, no, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ballgame. Now to throw. That one is incomplete. The clock now down to 16 seconds remaining.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Desperation time here on fourth. They connect for the first. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. The Black Hole can take that party over to the Vegas Strip as the Raiders win at home. And there was no easing up. It took some white knuckling until the very end, but their defense carried that small lead through to the finish line as they escape with the victory. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports with my partner in the booth, Brock Huard.